Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is the Morning Gardener. Look at all that's crawling in my soil. It's alive. My soil is definitely alive. And this is all due to just adding organic matter. Same thing I keep preaching about in each of my videos. There's spiders and different animals hunting, eating holes in the soil, holes in everything. They're just eating. And I have been out here this morning watering. Now see how this looks? I told all of you, none of this is neat. None of this is manicured. I don't believe in that. I believe that keep the weeds pulled back some. Like this here, this is a, I just pull it back. See the opening there? That's a eggplant. It's doing well. We got weeds up here. We got tomatoes down in here. I think it's there's one down there. It's a good size one, still young. One there, and some more. All over the place. I got the cherry tomatoes, but you know, it is what it is. And you see these little cups that are there next to each plant. It's a marker, because I couldn't find markers. So I used the markers. Here's one here, next to an eggplant. There's another marker, next to a pepper plant that was freshly planted this morning. And this one was freshly planted this morning as well. I grow my own seedlings. I just don't believe in paying $3 and $4 for a plant when I grow my own. And then you got over here, you can see another eggplant with the cup next to it. Then we got a squash plant here with a cup next to it. Watermelon plant growing all through the weeds and everything. It's doing real well. And I did a little bit of picking, not much I got this time around, but the year is still, the weather was funny coming in this year, so I got a couple of cucumbers and a bell pepper, small one, but still a bell pepper. So I'm still hanging on the vine cucumber, and I got a couple more on there, some more in these areas here hanging. You see where I hung them up on this clothesline, and some of them so long they grow up and drop down, so I gotta rehang those. Another cucumber plant, big beautiful leaves. I want you to notice something also. No bed bugs. I mean, excuse me, not bed bugs. I was looking at a film on that earlier this morning. That's why it stuck in my head. No real damage from bugs, because with all the weeds around, they have a variety of what they want to eat, and they tend to choose weeds, believe it or not, over your plants. And here we go. We got a bunch of plants here. I just took a eggplant off of it. We got tomatoes everywhere. They're all hidden down in between the weeds and the tomato plants here. They're hidden everywhere, but they taste good. I've eaten a couple of them this morning. Let me go over here to this peach tree. I saw some peaches that are coming on. Over here you see my trees. It's beautiful out here. Beautiful. You got the corn. It's in a container. You know that. I just didn't want to put them in the ground this year. I didn't feel like it. And these got a lot of spots on them. The ones up front are prettier. I think if they close. This happened because of a lot of rain we had this year. We had a lot of rain this year. It rained for almost 3 weeks, and it affected the fruit. So, not mad about it. It's just part of nature. These trees supposed to be dwarfs. I tell everybody, when you get dwarfs, be careful when they emphasize on how small they're, because they're not going to be small. This tree here is over 10, 11 feet, about 10, 11 feet wide. So they do what they're going to do, and they produce fruit. They won't get as big as the other fruit trees, but they'll get big. We got potatoes over here. They're getting ready to do something. We got one squash plant over here. I'm just using that to grow seeds this year because it's been a bad year for squash for me. That's where we are. This has been the Morning Gardener. Before I run out of memory on this inexpensive phone that I have. We're just doing good. All the weeds and everything are in place. They're doing their job. I mulch with them. As I said earlier, I use them to feed my plants. I use them to make tea out of to feed my plants. It's just crazy how much stuff you can find right on your property to take care of your garden. And the weeds are the main thing you're going to use. The main thing you're going to use. This is my apple tree here. It needs to be pruned, but I'll get to it. All right, this is the Morning Gardener.